Okay, welcome everybody. Hello, I'm Christine. I'm the Astro CEO, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So, I am here today to record. Finally, I know I'm late, and I apologize for my tardiness. I am going to go over today the full moon lunar eclipse that happened on the 14th of March. Interesting thing to note, the intensity of an eclipse, the intensity of it, and the effects of it can mostly be felt 1 month before and 1 month after. However, it can be felt for longer than that. Some people feel it 6 months before, 6 months after, but the date was March 14th, which was last Friday. So you can feel this energy for a while. Okay, so eclipse energy is one of those you can feel for quite a while. So I'm going to go through all 12 signs, and it'll be time stamped so you can fast forward. But I want to talk about, before we get into all that, I want to talk about what this eclipse is. Okay, so just bear with me. This will be really short, and then you can hit your timestamp and go forward. But a lunar eclipse, there's two different types of eclipses. You have a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse. Lunar eclipses eclipse something out of your life and take it away so that it opens the door, okay, opens the portal so new stuff can come in. A solar eclipse, which is going to happen next Saturday, a solar eclipse eclipses something new into your life. Okay. So it could be a new boss, new home, new relationship. It eclipses something new into your life. So it's kind of a give and take kind of thing. But what we're going to cover today is the lunar eclipse, something being eclipsed out of your life. Okay. Sometimes that can be kind of jarring. Eclipses are very abrupt, they're abrasive, they're sudden, they're permanent. And it's hard to deal with. Okay, this was abruptly taken from my life, right? So that part of it is kind of tough when it comes to eclipses. So yeah, so I will go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and let me clarify. So when I do these forecasts for everybody, the most accurate way to look at this is based on your rising sign, not your moon sign, not your sun sign, your rising sign. Okay, so going forward, this is for rising signs. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with Aries rising. So, Aries rising, this lunar eclipse is happening in your sixth house. So, what is the sixth house? So, the sixth house has to do with your health, your day to day routine. It has to deal, as astrologers, we sometimes refer to the sixth house as the house of slavery. So something in this house regarding your day-to-day routine is being taken away. Okay, something regarding health is being taken away. Something regarding, you could be asking yourself this too, because it's the house of slavery. This might be a good thing. For a lot of you, you may recognize, oh my gosh, I've been treated like a slave. This isn't going to happen anymore. I'm taking this out of my life. Me being treated like a slave is going to be gone. I'm taking this out. I'm done. Okay. So the questions that you want to ask yourself are, where are you sacrificing in your life and what needs to change with this lunar eclipse? Again, you can feel this 6 months before, 6 months after. The intensity generally is month before, 1 month after. The spotlight will be on, possibly could be on, a health issue and getting to the root of the problem. What is the root of the problem? It could be that you discover finally, oh, that was it. Or maybe you have a dream and you're like, oh, okay, that's what's causing this health problem. And that's what I need to focus on. It also brings up issues of how are you addressing your health right now. So that could be a good thing. Maybe there's some bad habits that you need to kick out the door so that you can have a healthier life. Okay. All righty, so moving on, this is for Taurus rising. So Taurus, the eclipse is affecting your fifth house of creativity, children, pregnancy, romance, and love. So with Taurus, with this eclipse hitting the fifth house, these are all questions that are coming up. Something may be eclipsed out of your life regarding the fifth house. So maybe, you could possibly, for some women, you could have a miscarriage. Okay, you thought you were pregnant, and you could have a miscarriage that was taken away from you. This involves the birth of new children, pregnancies, your current children, the house of pleasure and fun. Maybe something that you thought was really fun to do is being eclipsed out. The universe is like, no, we're going to take this away so that we can bring in something new. Creativity, fun, romance. Maybe somebody that you just met is like, no, I don't think we're a match, and they're leaving. So that is being eclipsed. This new romance that you had is being eclipsed out of your life. They're gone. Okay. So that could be coming up where somebody says, I just don't think that we're a fit and I'm leaving. Okay. So that could possibly happen if you're a Taurus rising. All right, for Gemini rising, this eclipse is happening in your fourth house. Fourth house is your roots, your ancestry, your home life. Something in the home could be taken away. Something with the family could be taken away, eclipsed out of your life. So it deals with what is coming to a conclusion regarding family and your home and where it's located and who you share your space with. Something along those lines could be eclipsed out of your life. This also deals with property matters such as real estate. So it could be the leasing of an apartment. It could be a buying of a new home, a condo, things like that. Like maybe you thought, oh, okay, we put our contract in for this house. I know they're going to take our offer, and then boom, somebody sweeps in with a better offer and you don't get that house. I kind of look at things like that, like they were meant to be. I think that when it comes to buying houses and things like that, that the house that you're meant to have, it'll be yours. But if a house because I've had that happen before, I put in an offer and somebody swoops in with a better offer and I miss out on that deal. Actually, you know what? Hold on. That's one thing that could happen. I was just thinking about all the times that I purchased properties. But anyway, that could happen to some people that you thought you were going to buy this particular house and you end up losing that deal. Okay, that comes under the fourth house. So that's if you're a Gemini rising. Okay, so moving on. So if you're a Cancer rising, this lunar eclipse is affecting your third house. Your third house deals with your mind, your intellect, your communication, your siblings. Something along those lines is being taken out of your life. This deals with communication. So the questions you want to ask yourself are, am I free to speak my mind, or am I holding back? So maybe it's time not to hold back anymore, that you do need to speak your mind. It deals with self-promotion, commerce, sales, marketing, public relations. It deals with your neighbors, your community. So something along those lines is going to be taken away in all of those categories if you are a Cancer rising. Okay, moving right along. If you are a Leo rising, this eclipse is happening in your second house. Now, Leo rising, I hate to say this, and this really sucks, but everything happens for a reason. Leo rising, the second house deals with money. Okay, so we don't ever want money to be taken away. It deals with finances, money, resources. This could be pushing you to become more self-reliant. If some money is being taken away from you at this time, the universe is saying, you know what, you can't just rely on this. You need to have a side hustle, or maybe you need to be in a company or an organization that is a little bit more stable than the one that you're in, but something regarding the money that you actually earn. Okay, there's different types of money in different houses. So the second house deals with money that you actually earn. The eighth house, which is on the opposite side of the zodiac wheel, deals with money that you inherit and get from other resources. So we're not talking about that. We're talking about the second house, the money that you actually earn, okay, from the work that you've done. Somewhere, somehow, this could be eclipsed out of your life. I just want to prepare you. I know this sucks, but I'd rather have you be prepared than to be blindsided. And eclipse energy is it has that blindside kind of nature to it. It deals with material possessions, gains and losses. So there could be something in the house that is a very valuable. Here's the other scenario that could happen. You could have a very valuable object in your house and all of a sudden you lose it. Maybe somebody comes into your home and steals it. Maybe you accidentally knock it over and it breaks. So be really careful with things like that, of material possessions that have a lot of value. Another thing that could happen, if you're somebody that buys silver or gold, be really careful on where you're storing that right now. Where are you storing your silver and your gold? Where are you hiding your money? Are you stuffing it, old saying, are you stuffing it in the mattress? Like there could be money stolen from you. Okay, so remember, this lunar eclipse takes things out of your life. It's hitting your second house that deals with money. Some sort of a possession that's valuable or something related to money is being taken out very quickly. So that could happen. So be aware. Again, what this could be teaching you is to become more self-reliant, or it could be showing you, hey, you know what? I need to go get a better job. I need to be with a better company that is more stable, that can ride the wave, right? So it could be that you lose your job too. That's another thing that could happen during this eclipse season. So I'm sorry to report that, Leo. For all the Leo risings out there, I'm so sorry to report that, but I'd rather have you be forewarned, okay, than to be blindsided. Maybe now's the time to start looking for another job, okay? If you're a Leo rising. Okay, Virgo. For all my Virgo risings out there, this is happening in your first house. Your first house deals with you. It's your identity. It's how you present yourself to the world. So something regarding this also deals with your health and your vitality, that something is being taken away regarding health and vitality. And it could be something as simple as, if you're a Virgo rising, um, the first house is about how you present yourself to the world. It could be that, you just go in and you go into your closet and you're like, I'm getting rid of all this old stuff once and for all. I'm getting rid of it. Let's get it bagged up. Let's get it over to the Goodwill and get rid of this stuff, because I want a new, better version of me to come out. And it all, your clothes say a lot about you, how you present yourself to the world. So it could be something like that, that this lunar eclipse is inspiring you to go out and get a new wardrobe, okay, to get some new pieces, and go through your closet right now and look at all things. You can go around your house, go around your closet and see, okay, do these things that are around me in my home, do they represent who I am? Or maybe it's time to get rid of those things. So it also deals with health and vitality. So have you been taking care of yourself, or have you just been, not doing the things that you're supposed to do? Like, are you drinking water? Are you getting massages? Are you getting facials? Are you the products that you use to take care of yourself, your beauty regimen? Are you buying cheap stuff, or are you buying the good stuff? So you want to, so you can look young and you can look healthy and have vitality and the essence about you. All of those things will come up. So, it could be something like, eclipses are fast, they're sudden. Maybe somebody comes in and steals your makeup and you're like, thank God, I'm going to go out and buy new makeup and show a better version of me. I don't know exactly how this is going to hit your chart, but it has something to do with those things along those lines. Okay. All right, Libra rising. How is my Libra rising doing? For all the Libra risings out there, this lunar eclipse is affecting your 12th house. So what is the 12th house? 12th house is kind of interesting, okay? I'm getting my notes here. The 12th house deals with psychic phenomenon. It deals with secrets. It deals with your dream, your intuition, your instincts. And something there is, secrets will be unlocked, okay, is kind of what I heard. It deals with hidden things, things that are unseen. In astrology, I was taught to view the 12th house as secret things up in the attic. Well, somehow, some way, those things will be released. Okay, so that is the 12th house. So it also deals with, it governs your rest and long hospital stays. So it could be that those issues may come up. Nursing homes, hospital stays, and even jail sentences all regard the 12th house. But I think what this will do is your dreams will be more vivid. You might be able to get better rest. Otherworldly things will pop up for you during this time, during this eclipse time. So it's a good time to just really pay attention to your dreams and your intuition. Those things may be unlocked for you at this time. Okay. Alrighty, moving forward, Scorpio. For all the Scorpio risings out there, this eclipse is falling in your 11th house. So the 11th house is your house of friends. It's the house of hopes, wishes, and dreams. Okay. So the 11th house, you could be experiencing major endings and beginnings. This could also encourage you to seek out different groups of people to hang out with. Like maybe the tribe that you were affiliated with, you don't resonate with that anymore. Or maybe the group shuts down and you're forced to go find another group. Or maybe you've just moved and you're like, okay, I need to find a new group of friends, right? So all of those issues will be coming up for you. Who is your soul tribe? Okay, who is your tribe of people that you hang out with? Who is uplifting to you? Okay, those are all questions to ask when you're hanging out with your friends and groups. Do they uplift you at the end of the day, or are they bringing you down? Those are all issues and things that could come to the forefront during this lunar eclipse. So you may be going through a period of time where you're reevaluating your friendships as well. And I just want you to know, Scorpio rising, that it's okay to change directions right now. If you've been holding back or you're worried about hurting somebody's feelings and things like that, as you're reevaluating your relationships and your friendships, it's okay to switch directions, okay? It's your life. You have permission to do that. If that's the message that you've been waiting for, it's okay to change directions, okay? Alrighty, Sagittarius rising. Sagittarius rising, this eclipse is affecting your 10th house. What is the 10th house? This one's a big one. The 10th house is your career, it's your awards, your professional opportunities, it's your reputation. What do you want to be known for out in the world? Okay, so it's your legacy, it's career advancement, okay, during this time. You might be asking yourself, what are my professional goals? The other thing that could happen eclipse season is that your title could change at work, okay? So just be prepared for that one. So remember, lunar eclipses swoop in and take something out of your life that will affect your 10th house of career and your reputation and what you want to be known for. It could be, you could also have issues. I have a good client of mine that is a Scorpio, or that's a Sagittarius rising, who's dealing with conflicts with home and career right now, and it's a battle, okay, that she's dealing with right now. So those things could come up. It could be the end of an era. The lunar eclipse deals with endings. It could be the ending of your job, the ending of an era. It could, your project that you're working for, maybe you have a grant and you got funding for that grant is ending. That time is ending. It's coming to completion. It could mark the stage of finding a new job at this time. Okay. All right, Capricorn rising. If you're a Capricorn rising, this eclipse is affecting your 9th house. So what is the 9th house? It deals with foreign countries, okay? Deals with religion, traveling abroad, deals with your faith, deals with, this is a perfect opportunity to discard those things that are no longer working for you in your life. The eclipse energy is asking us to get rid of things that no longer serve us. So you'll be, maybe you'll find this deals with education. Maybe the professor that you've been working with all of a sudden leaves and you have to find a new mentor. Okay, something like that could happen. So all those issues around religion, philosophy, mentors, teachers, professors, education, traveling abroad, this eclipse is going to affect you if you are a Capricorn rising at this time. All right, Aquarius rising. So if you're an Aquarius rising, this is affecting your 8th house of joint financial matters. So something could be taken away regarding joint financial matters. Maybe you thought you were going to get a big inheritance and you find out that you're not in the will. Okay, something like that could happen. It could be the ending of a marriage where you're dividing up assets and resources and you thought you were going to get more in the divorce settlement and you don't. Okay, so it deals with breakups, the division of assets, joint financial matters. It also could be asking you to, it could be something on a more positive note that you're finally paying off a debt. I don't know if any of you out there that are listening that you're like, oh, I got this one bill, I'm so close to getting it paid off. This is the time that perhaps you could finally just pay that off, like a car loan or something like that. It'll also ask you at this time, the universe is asking you to, where do I need to be reborn again? Okay. And what do I need to let go of? Okay. The 8th house is, it deals with money mostly. not the money that you earn, but other money like tax refunds. It could be that you thought you were getting a huge tax refund and you end up owing. Remember, lunar eclipses take something out of your life. Maybe you thought you were going to get a big commission and the commission doesn't come through and it's taken out of your life. Maybe you thought you were going to get a bonus and the bonus fell through. It's taken out of your life. Maybe you thought you were going to get a big refund taken out of your life. Maybe you thought you were going to get a big alimony payment or big child support payment, and all of a sudden that's been reduced. Okay, so lots of those things, royalties, commissions, alimony, child support, things like that could be lost during this time. Okay, so just be aware of that. It could be something as simple as, I don't know your whole circumstance, but again, it could be something simple as the satisfaction of finally releasing this particular debt and getting it out of your life once and for all. That's a really good feeling for a lot of people when that happens. All right, for my Pisces rising, this eclipse is happening in your 7th house of partnerships. So this is kind of a difficult one. This is your partnerships, your relationships. Could be a marriage that's ending. The energy of becoming a widow could be coming up for a lot of people during this time. It also invites you to look at things like look at your relationships and your friendships and your marriage and decide, do I really want to be in this relationship with this person anymore, or am I ready to let go? Maybe I need to let them go so that they can go find the person that they need to be with, and I can be released to go find somebody better that I need to be with. So it'll ask you to reevaluate your relationships. Are there some relationships that you're just ready to let go of? Sometimes that can be really hard. It can be really, really hard to let go of old relationships. So when I say relationships, I'm not just talking marriage and love. I'm talking about relationships of all kinds, friendships, partnerships. It could be business partnerships where you're like, I'm ready to just walk away. This person is not doing what they said they were going to do. I see this a lot on Bar Rescue. Do you guys ever watch Bar Rescue where, business partnerships form and they're going to do this bar together, and then John Taffer comes in, he's like, what's going on here? Like, you're not doing what you said you were going to do, and you're not doing what you said you were going to do. And so they have to reevaluate their business relationships. So something like that could come up at this time where you're just reevaluating a relationship, okay, and asking yourself, do I need to let this go? Do I need to, is the problem me or is it them? Is it time to let it go, or do I hang on? Could be relationships with your siblings, neighbors, friends, relationships of all kinds, not just love relationships. All right, so there you go.